Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and let me apologize right away if my light seems a little intense or if it goes a little high in the contrast and the saturation. It's because when I started doing all of this to film, the lighting was somewhat okay. It was a little bit overcast, but now it is raining. So if you hear like sound in the background, that's why. And if the lighting is a little bit, that's why too. But today we are not reviewing one, not two, but five, the Huda Beauty Gemstone Obsessions or whatever. You guys would know that I'm kind of like, about Huda Beauty, and then I tried her two palettes and I was like, those are real pretty, and then these came out and I was like, oh, look, bright colors. And I kind of bit the bullet and just got all five going on here. Now these are limited edition, which I honestly think is the stupidest thing ever, because she's got a bunch of these in like normal shades, like mauve obsessions, brown obsessions, whatever, and I'm like, now we've got beautiful, bright, colorful obsessions so that people could have, like, you know, do they want neutrals or do they want bright colors? Keep them, make them permanent. But as of right now, they are limited edition. They are going to run you $27 for 9 shades that are 1.1 gram a piece. I appreciate the quote-unquote packaging that these arrived in. They just have a nice little slipcase. I appreciate packaging that is not hideously bulky and that I don't get sentimentally attached to, because I have issues like that. Starting off, aesthetically, these are absolutely beautiful. They're just little colorful capsules. This one here is the Emerald Obsessions. Opening it up, looking like that. Then we have the Sapphire Obsessions, looking like this. Amethyst Obsessions, which is what I am wearing on my peepers today. I started off with this color, then went into here, and then did this on the inner part of my lid. The shades do not have names, which I guess is okay. I'm just like, okay. This is the Topaz Obsessions, which I love that color scheme. And this is Ruby Obsessions, which, I mean, just all of these, each of these is just a little capsule of colors that I love. But let's just go into swatching them. I think how I'm gonna do it is I'm just gonna like swatch one and then talk about it and then swatch another. So instead of just like swatching all of them and then talking about them all, because I do think there is a little bit of inconsistency from one palette to the other. But enough of my rambling, let's just get into it. All right, let's start off with the one that I have on my eyes today. Like I said, no name, so I'm just swatching. We have this shade, and this shade going on here, like that. Next we have this one, and this one. It feels so weird. There should be a name, but there isn't, so we'll go with what we have. Then last but not least, this one here, this one, and this one. And then we'll just do them like that. Alright, so for this palette, having used it, I've used all of these, otherwise I would not be reviewing them. A lot of the mattes don't swatch as nicely as they perform. Now, they're not like super crazy pigmented mattes like, say, Kat Von D, Lorac, Urban Decay. They are a much more buildable formula, which I'm actually okay with, because when you're dealing with something like a vivid color scheme like this, you don't want to just like start out and be all like, whoa, there's a whole crap ton of color. Where's the buildup? Why can't I blend? So this one I think is really, really good. The only shade that I'm not a huge fan of is this one right here, simply because it is a little bit more like transparent top coatery, where I was hoping it would be like a full bang shimmer, but that is personal preference to me. Alright, on to Emerald Obsessions. One thing that I love about the packaging that I forgot to mention is the like gemstone on here. The facets are made up of the colors that are in the palette. I just thought that was like super cute and clever. So props for that. Starting off with this shade, which I absolutely love. Then we have this one and this one. Let me show you here. There's already a crap ton of glitter all over my hand, but oh well. Then we have this shade, this one, and this one. Looking like that. Going on right here. Then last but not least, this bad boy right here. This little like lime green one going on here. And then this one going there. And I will tell you right now that this swatch like crap. Alright, I absolutely love the color scheme of this one. You got the bright green, you've got the sage, you've got that beautiful green-based brown. I love this one, and now this little like matte guy right here. That is what I would traditionally start out with. Were I doing, you know, an eye look, you know, you start out with the lightest color of the spectrum that you're using. And he does take a bit to build up. He is definitely not crazy pigmented, kind of on the like lame pigmentation side, but building it up, it does look really nice on the eyes. But if you're looking for something that's gonna like come out that color with like one dip in, no, you're not gonna get that. I love every single shimmer in this palette. They all perform beautifully, although this one here, let's swatch like right there, which is kind of more of a transformative shade. Although it does look chunky, it's not. It picks up really nice on a brush, and applies smoothly on the eyes. So that one was a go for me. Then Sapphire Obsessions. So pretty. You guys know that I'm obsessed with color, starting off here, here, and here, and like that. Woo-wee. Look at that. And that yellow swatched a lot worse than it performs. We'll just let you know now. Then we have this beautiful silver that I don't know if you can see. It's like silver, but it has like blue and greeny yellow under reflex, whatever. Then this one and this kind of aqua color right here. Can you tell? No, not really. Then right here and here. Then last but not least, which I think I've said for each one, I am so lame. Like that, going on there, there, and there. I love that shade. Now, unfortunately, with a lot of these, the mattes are not swatching up to the capacity that they perform. Usually, back in the day, I would want a eyeshadow that was like super crazy pigmented on the first swipe. Now that I've like kind of progressed more in my makeup, whatever, I appreciate a shade that can be built up and buffed out. I do absolutely love this shimmer, this shimmer, this shimmer. This matte's really nice. This one's really good. And these ones, they like have potential, but you kind of have to like do the whole using a tacky concealer, wetting the brush, or maybe using your finger, which I don't like at all. But for the most part, I do like this one. Just those two shades don't perform in the way that I would like to use them, but all in all, everything else is really nice. Then we have Ruby Obsessions right here. I mean, you guys know, this is my jam. This is my thing. This is what I love. So I have these top shades up here. I love that one. It like, looks like it's gonna swatch terribly. I hate it when that happens. And the swatches may be a little weird because I am going back and forth, you know, wiping my hand between palettes. But there's the top three. Then we got this. Oh my heavens. Then we have this one, which is kind of the same deal as that silver shade in here, where it's like a brown, but it's got like gold and red and whatever shimmer tossed all up in there. And then we have those ones. It's like really pretty. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. Probably not. Oh well, we tried. Then we have those. This one right here, which I love. I love that shade so much. And then this one is kind of probably the one that I would be like, let me just swatch it right here. Like, we could have left that out. we could have put another fun red in there, you know, not really my thing. And then these two, which are my thing. I do feel like out of all of them, this one is definitely one of the most consistent, even though you can barely see this shade on here. It is nice, kind of like a pinky rosy setting shade. Have absolutely no problem with the shimmers, no problem with the mattes. I like the color spectrum. You guys know that the way I test a shimmer is having it in my crease, because I will do a all shimmer look all day long, every day. And I did not have any problem with any of these shades doing that all up in there in that outer V area. And the shades are just, I mean, that one right there, and that one, and that one. It's just so pretty. Then finally we have Topaz Obsessions, which I think is the most neutral, quote unquote, wearable palette out of the bunch, but it's still really pretty going on there. I have this shade, and this shade going on. Look at that one. That one's so pretty. This one and this one. I apologize, those swatches might be meh. Once again, my hand is still a little bit wet. Then we have this here and this one here, which is okay. It's probably kind of like that shade in the ruby ones where I'm like, we could have had something a little bit punchier. And then this gold right here. Ah, that's so pretty. That's pretty too, but I wish it were just like a little bit more extra. Then this here and here and here. Oh, I love that, just like mustard, whatever going on there. And there and there. And just like the Ruby Obsessions one, I feel like this Topaz one is one that is much more consistent throughout every single shadow. Once again, although that one is very faint, it does perform well and does build up. It's just a little lighter than what I would have liked for this palette. This shade is amazing. This shade is beautiful. That shade, just... I love this, and I love how wearable it is. Like, you look at it and you're like, oh, crazy orange, whatever, but it's got, you can go crazy orange, but you can also go kind of more like smoky brown golden neutral, if you know what I mean. So I just, oh my goodness, let's just go in talking about them all on a whole now. Okay, I have a real issue with Huda Beauty because I feel like her eyeshadow formula is now one of my absolute favorites. It makes me kind of angry, but hey, you do what you do. I think these palettes were such a great idea because when it comes to colorful palettes and people who I feel want colorful palettes, this here has like, let me see here, what's a good one? The green one is a good example one. Is you have this myriad of collective colors where it's all in that beautiful green family without being freakishly overbearing and being like, I'm wearing nothing but like crazy neon green on my lids. And sort of same with the amethyst one. It's that beautiful purple and you have that nice selection of different purpley and rosy tones without it being too much. I mean, there's not much we can say. I mean, blue is blue. Blue is always going to be too much for a lot of people and for everyday wear, but I love you have like the colors and the correlating shimmers and just that color and that color. It is just so beautiful. I would say out of all of them, my favorite consistency-wise would have to be the Ruby and the Topaz. And another thing I appreciate is the fact, I mean, obviously I went crazy and got all of these. I'm going to be going to Tennessee soon, and I feel like the only palettes I'm going to be taking are going to be these, because not just do they work well by themselves, but they also correlate really well amongst each other. Like, I cannot wait to pair a lot of shades in here with the Ruby one with a lot of the shades in the Topaz one. I am just so ready to just mash these up and use them. I think they are a great price, a great idea. I wish you would make them permanent because I think that would be a superior thing than just making them limited edition, because they are something that I feel people will want to continue to buy, people who want to expand their color spectrum without having to spend a lot of money, and people who love color and know they will use them. So I definitely do absolutely love these. I think they are fantastic. I am so happy that I decided to just bite the bullet and go all out and get these. I highly recommend them. Definitely go in store and swatch them for yourselves, but you've been kind of been like, on the fence, not sure. I think they're a great addition to anyone's collection, and no matter what kind of color you like. And for birthday gifts, if someone has a birthstone, my birthstone is emerald, how cute would that be? So these were definitely a very pleasant surprise. I'm so glad they turned out so well and that I've been loving them. They just really inspire me color-wise, the matte and the shimmer ratio, everything like that. I do have a tutorial that I filmed using this one. I may do another tutorial or do a tutorial, you know, using all of them, multiple of them. I don't know. They're just really inspiring to me. Definitely let me know down in the comments below what you think about these. If you're like, yeah, I'm totally gonna get them, or no, they're totally stupid. Let me know, or if you have them and you love them or you hate them. I always love hearing about your guys' opinion, because then we can have our cute little discussions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!